good, future millionaires? I'm DeMarco. We back with another banger, man. Shout out to everybody that just pulled up to the channel, man. We got a lot of new subscribers, man. We just gained almost like 600-700 subscribers yesterday. So shout out to all y'all that just became part of the fam. Hey, appreciate y'all for pulling up. I gotta let y'all know that we have our own Facebook group called Private Stock Market Game. I give out free alerts, you know what I'm saying, free education advice. If you got questions, all that, it gets answered there. We have almost 1,400 members in that group, so make sure y'all go join in on that. That's my way of giving back. Hey, I just gotta say shout out again to all y'all, man. Shout out to everybody that's been holding the group down, all the OG group members. Also, just to let y'all know, this video will be covering Shiba Swap, everything you need to know about this ecosystem, the Shiba Inu ecosystem, Shiba Swap news, what is Shiba Swap, Shiba Swap release date, all that. We're going to cover that in this video. So, I got to let y'all know we're having a $1,000 giveaway for hitting our first subscriber goal. So if y'all want to know more about that, make sure you watch the home video on the channel. We got our book of the day, The Art of War by Sun Tzu. Y'all know about that, man. Check that out. Also, for y'all that don't know and are new to the channel, my book is in the description section. If you are serious about learning how to invest, you know what I'm saying, make sure you check that book out. Also, my crypto course is available. You can get that now. Email me if you would like to get that. The link is in the description section. So now let's get into this, man. Also, notification squad, jump in the comment section. Let me know y'all here, man. Hit that notification bell if you already haven't, so you get these ASAP. You want to get this news and this information ASAP. I'm a Fortune 500 marketer for y'all that don't know, so I'm bringing my marketing expertise basically and that background and way of thinking into the crypto markets, and we winning off of it, man. We like 16 out of 20 on the last plays we called, man. So go check that group out, Private Stock Market Game. So let's see. For y'all that don't know, we got an interview coming up with my guy Brandon, one of the subscribers of the channel. He made $20,000 his first week in crypto. So I'm telling y'all, man, we got a lot of dope stuff coming up. Also, we got an interview coming from one of my students in the private stock market game that took my course. He made $20,000 in one day. No cap, man. Y'all, the proof is in the group, man. Go check it out. Screenshots, everything. So we got some real dope information coming up. Also, I'm going to try to get an interview with Crypto Messiah, the guy who made $60 million off of Shiba Inu. So that's dope. If y'all see this video, share it to him, man. Let him know we trying to tap in. Also, that's it for right now, man. If you want a chance to win my crypto course for free, share this video, comment, like, drop your social media in the description section, and let me know how much Shiba Inu you have. So breaking this down, we'll start off. This is the Wolf paper. So if you go to their website, you can pull this up. So I already pulled up the PDF document of it. I already went through this line by line, literally doing a lot of different research, going into it, seeing what different things mean. And now that I got a full grasp of it, I'm comfortable to make the video for y'all to basically put y'all on game. So trust me, this is going to be the biggest thing that happens in crypto this year, if you ask me. I believe so. So let me tell y'all why. So Shiba Inu ecosystem. So one token that they're coming out with now is the Bone token. You can't buy this token. You can only basically mine it by staking or digging or burying different tokens. So I'll tell y'all about what that means. This is the leash token. So this is their higher token. This is basically the Bitcoin of the Shiba Inu ecosystem. So this is the smaller one that you can buy a lot of these for, you can get a lot of these tokens for, a small amount of money. This one, I believe, is already at over like a couple $1,000s, the leash token. We'll look into that price actually. So introduction. Our journey was the answer to a simple question. What would happen if a cryptocurrency project was 100% run by its community? While the term DeFi literally includes the word decentralization, this is in reference to economic status as opposed to its internal hierarchy. Our founder Ryoshi said this of our beginnings. We are an experiment in decentralized, spontaneous community building. So remember that. Keep that in mind. I'm trying to get y'all to think like marketers. He said spontaneous, decentralized. So decentralized, spontaneous community building. So that's a key word right there. So while none of us could have imagined it at the time, this was a concept that would start a revolution. Projects built on the foundation of community involvement are the untamed wilderness of our future. So if y'all notice that a lot of these new tokens that are coming out right now, they all say they have, there's a developer, but they basically say they renounce ownership and, basically is completely ran by the community after that point. Now we'll get into some more of that in a little bit. So projects As we move further away from rigid financial structures and traditional mindsets, we become free to discover new ways to solve problems and relate to one another. In a world ruled by the commodification of time, community-run projects are more than just a change of pace. They are a way to practice the radical acceptance of others. Now, remember, I told y'all with these new cryptos, community can make or break these new cryptocurrencies. When you have a strong community behind it, like one that considers themselves an army, that can bring a lot of a lot of advancement to the industry, because there's a lot of new ideas, a lot of collaboration on these different projects. And remember, it's decentralized. Normal projects that are centralized, those people go home at the end of the day. With something that's decentralized, this is a team of people who, essentially, whatever time they have free, dedicate to it. So it's a 24-hour system. Man, y'all catch on, y'all. I'm trying to show y'all something. In a world when the success depends on the shared strength of the individuals who make up a collective, we are forced to shift our perspectives to align with those around us. The Shiba Inu ecosystem is our way of recognizing the importance of tearing down this long-established paradigm. A community is held together by hundreds, if not thousands, of interconnected moments. By studying those drawn to our project, we realize that true strength doesn't come from one of us alone. It comes from when we work together in harmony. Remember, I told y'all, teamwork makes the dream work. With that thought bright in our minds, we began developing the Shiba Inu ecosystem in earnest. Why decentralization? We are standing at a pivotal moment in innovation. Until now, centralization has been a prerequisite for all of our official structures. Political, educational, and financial systems are, and have always been, crafted in a way that does not equally and ethically distribute power to those functioning within them. There have been times in our history where this sort of internal structure played an important role, but in an age with the information of the world available at the click of a button, it's time to rethink. Remember, I told y'all we living in the information age now. We just shifted out of a period called the industrial age. That was the age in marketing. We call it the industrial age. It was the time, where, Henry Ford, the industrial industry was booming. A lot of factories, they had the mindset of, if we build it, and the product is good enough, they'll buy it. But now with us shifting into, this information age, it's a little different. But that's another topic, though. 2021 opened our eyes to how little control the average person has in the face of these overarching generational structures. When GameStop and AMC stock value exploded seemingly overnight, Wall Street bets tested the waters of what it would look like to disperse control to consumers and inexperienced investors alike. Remember, I told y'all about that. It was crazy. One of my students made $20,000 in one day during this time. And basically, and he made $32,000 the next day. But what happened was Robinhood froze trading. So a lot of people that made a lot of money, they got burnt because of that. They also got me. So what they did was the price shot up. Everybody was making a lot of money. And they basically said, due to volatility, we have to pause trading for right now. So what happened with them pausing trading, that dropped the value of it. Then once they reinstated trading, the value of everybody's contracts or the shares went down. And now, a lot of people lost out on money or didn't make as much as they should have made. But this is what they are referring to in that. So it was inspiring, but it didn't last long. Just when the movement seemed to be on the brink of success, it was throttled by the bureaucracy of centralized society. And this is very true. However, not before this concept of a new power among the people took root. Months before any of these events made international news, Ryoshi was already setting his 100% community-based cryptocurrency experiment into motion. Now, if y'all remember the 2008 financial crisis, this is the same thing that happened. This is what Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin, this is why he said he went for it to roll out Bitcoin, was because the centralized powers were basically manipulating the market and we couldn't trust them. You know what I'm saying? So this is the same thing. History repeats itself. He was already working on it. Then it just happened right at a time where the supposed to be free markets, exposed that they were not as free as we thought they were, which, a lot of people already, figured that. And it's part of the game. But that was a very big, realization that they showed us, like they are dirty. They will play very dirty. That's why you never invest more than you're willing to lose. And remember, this is not financial advice. Always do your own research and smash that like button for the algorithm, man. Let's push this video. This video is going to help a lot of people understand, what's going on with the Shiba Swap ecosystem moving forward and how to make their next move going forward. So months before so cryptocurrency itself comes from the idea of redefining wealth and how it can be acquired, which goes against traditional processes by its very nature. And yet most, if not all, cryptocurrencies function within enforceable rules. It's easy to see when we look back at cases like the SEC's win over the Kin ecosystem, a centralized authority, or when we consider how the Binance Smart Chain seems to use centralized authority to offer benefits over their decentralized partnerships. So basically, like how they, I believe Binance is like insured basically by the government. So, but that adds a certain level of centralization to it, because if it's backed or if it's insured by the government, then the government basically will have some type of control over it. So that's something to keep in mind. In the ever-shifting economic landscape, cryptocurrencies which do not take their independence into their own hands struggle with a tenuous existence. When the rules of the game are changed against their favor, they have no option but to comply, regardless of the consequences. Our background. So I like the fact that he adds these quotes in here. So this one says, it's by Miyamoto Musashi. You can only fight the way you practice, and you gotta practice. You are the sum of your training. If you don't practice like that, you ain't gonna do it when it's live. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta train the same way you expect to perform. So Ryoshi approached the creation of our community from a unique perspective. We believe through the power of collective decentralization, we can build something stronger than a centralized team ever could create. A community-run token is nothing without the united individuals who give it purpose. From the early days of Shiba, we came known as the Sheep Army, both amongst ourselves and across the countless other platforms. This wasn't just a name. For many, it became part of their username, their handle, and their avatar/profile pictures, which they switched to our adorable Shiba sporting a beret. Whether you are a new recruit or a part of the old guard, if you fly under the Shiba banner, you must embrace our founding principles. 1, we started from zero with zero. It's the spirit of our project to create something out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I know all about that. 2, we were not founded from an existing community, let alone a pre-assembled team. The brilliant minds behind SHIB had never collaborated before. They were a fresh team of developers, designers, moderators, marketers, and shillers. Keep that in mind, y'all. I'm trying to drop some game for y'all. When you joined the SHIB army from anywhere in the world, you found where your talents could be used best and got to work. Now, this is fire. This is all organic. When you got something that builds this strong, starting from nothing, all organically, imagine when they add some fuel to it. Imagine when they do start to put a little bit of, finances behind it. It's going to go crazy, y'all. And for y'all that didn't see, I did a video, a reaction video to the YouTuber Zero Waiting. Shout out to him. Y'all go check out his channel if y'all want to. He did an interview with the guy who made $60 million off Shiba Inu cryptocurrency. His name was Crypto Messiah. But he basically said he was a part of the early team. He said he heard about it. He ended up getting in. He joined the Telegram, I believe, when it was under 1,000 members. So he was very, very early. And then he said he just thought about, the project was cool. He thought it was something that, he kind of believed in. He ended up making $60 million. And guess what? He didn't sell. You know why? He said, because we came up with the Shiba Swap. And he said, I know once the Shiba Swap drops, it's going to go even crazier. So if y'all are not thinking like this already, let's think like marketers. If somebody was, if it was some BS or it wasn't legit, if somebody already made 60 million. Now, remember, he said he was an early team member. If he made 60 million, don't you think he would have dashed ASAP and got out of there? But he said he's leaving it because he believes in what he said. He was an early contributor to the Shiba Swap ecosystem. And he said he knows what it's about to do. So if the person who knows what it's about to do is willing to leave $60 million there, hey, sign me up. Sign me up. Sign me up. Remember, this is not financial advice, but I can recognize these patterns. And, I try to tell y'all, recognize the trends and where the market is heading so you can position yourself in a spot to be able to eat. Don't try to always chase the train. Once you chasing the rocket and it already left the station, it's too late. Now it's called FOMO, fear of missing out. Now you just jumping in because you see everybody else making money. You want to be at the station before the rocket get there. So let's see. 2, we were not Okay, so we read that. 3, we love Shiba Inu dogs. We are proud of where the Shib army originated and equally excited for our future. Our founder Ryoshi chose to start Shib from nothing and gave the direction of the currency to our army, which rapidly grew to be over 120,000 plus members strong. At this point, I believe it's over 140K for sure, but I believe we at that 150 mark, if not higher. Starting with nothing means everyone has to bring something to the table. The holders and believers in our Shib army have been the source of all our success. You and more than 120,000 fellow holders. Shout out to everybody subscribing to the channel, man. Admins, mods, leaders of international chat rooms, social media influencers, meme makers, shillers, and most of all, friends. Thank you. You are the real Shib army. We salute you. So shout out to Ryoshi for that. So he's saying, why ETH? Why built on Ethereum? So here's another quote: to know 10,000 things, know one well. Miyamoto Musashi. So that's just basically saying, know something in depth really well, and you'll know 10,000 different things, because you'll know that one topic or one subject so well that you can go through 10 different aspects, 10,000 different aspects or points of it. Now, when comparing different blockchains, you might wonder why we chose. Now, if for y'all that don't know, I have taken 2 MIT online classes about teaching blockchain and dApps, which are decentralized apps. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this. You know what I'm saying? So let's break this down. When comparing different blockchains, you might wonder why we chose to stay on the ETH network. The answer, like the rest of our projects, is straightforward and purposeful. Our founder, Ryoshi, embarked on the Shib journey with a predisposition towards ETH in the first place. It's already secure and well established, and it truly allows us to stay decentralized, unlike some of the fad networks. So a fad is just something that comes and goes. His top priority was to ensure that his project was free to change and evolve with zero outside regulation impacting it. And ETH was the way to achieve that goal. Our army is able to hold their own tokens in a wallet and collect payments from around the world, all while remaining independent and moderating forces. Our founder also chose to send 50% of the total supply to Vitalik Buterin's wallet because, in his words, we sent over 50% of the total supply to Vitalik. There is no greatness without a vulnerable point, and as long as VB doesn't rug us, then Shiba will grow and survive. So that's a very important statement right there. For y'all that don't know, Vitalik Buterin, or Buterin, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. He is the world's youngest billionaire. He created Ethereum blockchain at 19 years old. Yeah, genius. And basically, Shib, as a marketing ploy, they sent 50% of the initial supply of tokens that were in circulation. They sent them directly to his wallet, basically burning them. Burning tokens just simply means that you sending them to a wallet address that they basically become inaccessible after they hit that address. But when they burned them to Vitalik's address, they did it under the assumption, I assume, that he would never use them because he was already a billionaire and it was just a marketing thing. And a lot of people watch these billionaires' wallet addresses to see which different coins are coming in and out of them so they can try to, stay ahead of the game. And I asked y'all in my last video if y'all wanted me to make a video showing y'all how to see the different whale wallets. A whale is just the largest holders of any different cryptocurrency. So if y'all want to see that, just give me a little more, responses on that. We'll get to that. Also, I did my how much Shiba Inu you need to become a millionaire video, or how much $100 will turn, how much will $100 get you in 1 year, basically, or how to turn $100 into $1 million in Shiba Inu. So if you haven't seen that video, just scroll back through the channel. You'll see it right before this video. So make sure y'all check that out. So what happened with this now, Vitalik sent $1 billion. Well, that's another story, but Vitalik sent $1 billion of this, the coins he had in his wallet to the Indian Relief Foundation, basically to help fight, the virus that's going on. So That was one thing, and then he burnt the rest. He burnt the rest of the supply and sent the remaining back because he said he didn't want to be in the middle of it. He didn't want to be, he had a lot of people when he spent that $1 billion, or when he sent that billion to that Indian Relief Fund, people who didn't understand that it was a good thing at first. I'm talking about, man, they were attacking him. They were, saying all types of things because he drove the price down. So a lot of people, put a lot of money in this. So they took it personal. But that's why I try to tell y'all, don't risk more than you're willing to lose, so you'll never, be feeling like that. But these aspects of Ethereum are what made it the perfect foundation for Shiba Swap, a truly decentralized exchange where you can trade, buy, sell, and hodl to gain rewards which far outstripe the value or other staking platforms. So basically, Shiba Swap will become an exchange. For y'all that are familiar with Uniswap, Pancake Swap, those are exchanges, or like Beaky Exchange, or Coinbase is an exchange. But with this exchange, they want you to be able to buy, sell, trade, hold long term, as well as receive bonus rewards from staking the tokens there that outweigh leaving them on other platforms. So as Ethereum version 2 gets closer every day, bringing faster and cheaper transactions with it, Shiba Swap is poised to become the most popular and highest volume exchange, with a laser focus on ERC20 tokens and the Ethereum blockchain. So ERC20 tokens are just a type of contracts built on the Ethereum blockchain that allow contracts to operate a certain way and have a certain procedure of, I try to make this very simple and relatable, but the contracts basically have a certain set it has a protocol to follow. Basically, you can put codes in to make it follow this specific protocol that makes it generally safer than other types. So that's why a lot of people choose to go with this one, and it's easier to basically plug and play with other different tokens, just to make it very, very simple. Shiba Rescue with Amazon Smile. So y'all know we've been covered this. We was one of the first channels to talk about Shiba Swap Shiba Inu coin will be accepted by Amazon. Y'all stay tuned for that. If y'all ain't seen my video breaking that whole thing down, go check that out. So Shiba Inus are incredible dogs, from the tips of their little teddy bear noses to the ends of their curled tails. They are fiercely intelligent, brave, and independent, with an equal propensity for loyalty and mischief. Sadly, the characteristics which make them extraordinary are the same ones which can make them a challenging pet. New or inexperienced owners can quickly find themselves overwhelmed and unprepared for life with a breed that's known for its bold, stubborn personality. That's where we come in. Shiba Token is more than just passionate about our mascot. Our community is actively searching for opportunities to help these dogs in the real world. That's why we're showing our support by using Amazon Smile to seamlessly collect and distribute a percentage of your Amazon purchases to the Shiba Inu Rescue Association as donations. So this is a charity based out of, I believe it was like Joliet, Illinois. I looked it up in the video, but we went into the whole charity, everything, what they're doing. So, but I told y'all, because Amazon will see all the donations coming in through the SHIB side of things. As a Fortune 500 marketer, I can tell you they are monitoring this data, especially Amazon. They're probably the biggest data collection company in the world. And that's on the other side. Y'all probably wouldn't even notice that. Y'all think they just about shipping products and stuff like that, but they are a data collection company. But so they're looking at all these different data points, and they're adding it up. And trust me, I guarantee you, one of the most used charities through this Amazon Smile program is the Shiba Inu Rescue Association. So that just basically, in short, lets them know that there's a lot of interest in this, and that they're going to want to be possibly accepting this in the near future. So joining our cause is easy and it's free. Simply use smile.amazon.com when placing orders and select Shiba Inu Rescue Association, which is a 501c3, as the preferred nonprofit organization to start making a difference. You're only a few clicks away from helping Sheebs in need. Start funding shelters today. So basically, using the Amazon Smile program, you can go to smile.amazon.com, make your normal purchases that you would make on Amazon, and you can send a 0.5% or it's a 0.5% of what you spend will go to the charity of your choice by using this. and it's at no cost to you. So Amazon takes it out of their side of profit. So that's a pretty dope thing. And I believe they'll be making a lot of good with that, because remember, I told you all these big companies now in marketing have something called a CSR, corporate social responsibility. They can't just come being Amazon making billions and billions and billions of dollars and you're not providing good back to the world or the communities you're a part of. So keep that in mind. The vision of Shiba Swap. We are dedicated to building the best decentralized ecosystem on the planet. Our 3 tokens were the seeds from which the Shiba Inu ecosystem sprouted, and Shiba Swap is how they've dug in their roots. I want to read that again for y'all. We are dedicated to building the best decentralized ecosystem on the planet. Our 3 tokens were the seeds. Our 3 tokens were the seeds from which the Shiba Inu ecosystem sprouted, and Shiba Swap is how they've dug in their roots. So we ain't even seen the tree yet. This just sprouted. We haven't even seen the tree. Wait till we see the tree. I'm telling y'all, it's going to be crazy. This is going to be big. And there's still some more things y'all need to see. So make sure y'all stick through this and hit the thumbs up like button for the YouTube algorithm, man. We got to get this out there. More people have been seeing these videos. More people have been reaching out to me, letting me know they are first time Shiba Inu investors. So that's a very good sign. The more these videos go out, the more people join the army, the more people join in, the more the price raises. You know what I'm saying? Supply and demand. So, the goal of Shiba Swap is to provide a safe place to trade your valuable crypto while remaining decentralized. We are loyal to our holders, and that gives us the means to grow exponentially. We will constantly scale this ecosystem so it may bring ever increasing interested parties to the Shiba Swap platform. So they this is big. They're going to continue to grow this. They want this to be the biggest thing on the planet, y'all. I believe them. Our unique tokenomics, solid design, technical implementation, and the viral growth from our good old-fashioned memes, which right now I told y'all a lot of these traditional stock market fundamentals that don't apply right now. A traditional technical analysis, yeah, it helps, but it ain't. You can't just stick to it. A lot of these older investors, they don't like crypto right now because the fundamentals are all off. You can't analyze this with traditional fundamentals. And I'm trying to tell y'all right now, we are in the meme culture. We are in the meme age. The meme age is a marketer's playground. So make sure y'all subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to be giving y'all different perspectives on this information, and I'm going to be bringing it to y'all first every day, so you don't want to miss this, especially if you plan on becoming a millionaire off this crypto game. So we'll reinforce the platform's strength and ultimately provide residual benefits to the ecosystem. Making a swap without a budget is a unique challenge, but by tackling various genres and product lines, a focused development team rose from the ranks of our community. We know that with our unified force and the power of Shiba, we will be successful in advancing the swap and our ecosystem as a whole. Shout out to Ken for subscribing to the channel, man. Appreciate you, bro. So that we reach new and spectacular heights together. The best is yet to come. He said the best is yet to come. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to take these key. These are breadcrumbs. He's dropping breadcrumbs. Y'all got to be able to listen to what's being said and position yourself in front of that information so the money comes across you. Remember, I say this, I got to tell y'all this, the people who made the most money during the gold rush were not the people who went and got the gold. It was the people who positioned themselves as guides along that journey for other people who wanted to make the money. The people who sold the shovels, the pitchforks, the sifters, all that, the maps, the equipment, those are the people who made the most money. So I'm trying to tell y'all, use this information of knowing where the market is heading, where the trend is going, and you just beat them there. You know what I'm saying? And have your plate ready. The starting tokenomics of Shiba Swap. So another quote: "You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain," by Miyamoto Musashi. I wonder why he keep using these quotes from Miyamoto Musashi. We're gonna have to look into this, see who this guy was, man. If y'all know who Miyamoto Musashi is, let me know in the comment section if y'all ever heard of him. Shiba Inu token and the SHIB army have evolved beyond a simple experiment. As the publishing of this document and the release of Shiba Swap, we have become a decentralized ecosystem enriched by its own decentralized exchange. This redefines SHIB as more than it could ever be by itself, and is why Shiba Inu will outperform, outlast, and outshine every crypto which attempts to emulate it. Now, a lot of y'all see that they have their official roadmap basically secret. A lot of people are mad that they're not showing it, but what y'all don't realize is these scammers in the crypto game are ridiculous. This market is basically unregulated for the most part, so the scams are running rampant. Remember, it's a lot of scams. Also, I gotta put y'all on this. Is somebody in the comment section, they created a fake page with my YouTube name. They're using my YouTube picture, and I seen them responding to a few people with a WhatsApp number. Do not be fooled by a fake page that's pretending to be me with this WhatsApp number. I do not have a WhatsApp number. I'm not gonna be using WhatsApp, so just please, and don't fall for nothing stupid. If you don't want to hear it, if you're somebody, if you go for the fool with off something like that, man, I'm not trying to hear it, man. Always make sure you either hit me up on. I believe we got messages on YouTube, so you could message me directly or email me. That's the official way to get in contact. Or if it's not business related, send me a message on the private stock market game group. That's where you can directly get in touch with me. I'm there every day. I'm responding to comments, everything. So make sure y'all tap in. But yeah, speaking of the scams, also there was something called like Shiba Swap token and the Bone token is not released yet. So if you see any of these fake tokens, be careful, man. Come to the official SHIB token website, or look at the Shiba Army Reddit page or the Twitter. Look at one of these official websites, and then and look at it in different places. Don't just see the first website you see and run to it and go sign up or try to go buy something, because you could get scammed. I'm just trying to help y'all out, man. It's real, and you don't want to see all your portfolio value vanish. So let's see where we at. Okay, Shiba Inu token and the SHIB army have evil. Oh, okay, we read that. This redefines more than it could by itself. Shiba Swap will highlight our 3 flagship tokens. So Shiba Inu, SHIB, Leash, Dogecoin Killer, Leash, Bone. On Shiba Swap, your SHIBs will dig for bones or even bury their tokens. The best trainers even teach their Shibas to swap, which allows the pup to exchange one token for another token. When Shibas dig, bury, or swap, they generate returns that are distributed to the puppy pools, where Shiba Army has either buried their tokens or are digging for bones. So we'll break this down. This is very important. It sounds confusing at first. You know, when I first read it, like the first 2-3 times, I had to really dig into it before I understood it. But I'm gonna hopefully make this simple for y'all to understand. So when you bury or stake tokens, so when you bury your regular Shiba Inu coins, it becomes X SHIB. If you have leash and you bury that, it becomes X leash. If you have bone and you bury that, it becomes T bone. Now, bury just simply means staking. It just means locking it into a liquidity pool and you'll receive for a period of time, and you receive benefits for doing that. So the Shiba Swap liquidity pars are, so this is the SHIB ETH Shiba Swap liquidity par, Leash ETH Shiba Swap liquidity par. So I'm just going through this so y'all are familiar with it when you see it later. Bone ETH Shiba Swap liquidity par. So these pools will then distribute rewards proportionally to holders of the aforementioned token pools. While the stake tokens receive a fixed percentage of bone, the Shiba Swap liquidity par pools are distributed as bone per block based on the allocation points to each individual puppy pools. Furthermore, certain puppy pools are eligible for double or even triple returns. It's going to be crazy, y'all. So what they're saying is basically, depending on which one you're staking, is which pool you'll be a part of. So each one of these has their own pool. So there'll be a SHIB, a X SHIB pool, a X leash pool, and a pool for staking bone. So basically, it's called a puppy pool. So let's continue to go through here. Shiba ecosystem tokenomics. So we'll break that down more too. So don't worry, it'll be a clear chart, and we'll go into that. So another quote: "It is difficult to understand the universe if you only study one planet." Shiba Inu. SHIB came into this world as a puppy in August 2020. After we finished minting 1 quadrillion tokens, we put half into Uniswap That's just another exchange, and threw away the key. Then the remaining 50% was burned to Vitalik Buterin's wallet, which was the start of our army. She was ground zero for so many of the popular projects today. We were the first to allow diamond hands to hold billions or even trillions of our token in their wallets. So basically saying they're the first coin where you can just basically hold a trillion or a billion coins, as well as being the first spontaneous community building experiment in a decentralized setting. We earned the nickname Dogecoin Killer because we have the ability to outpace the value of Dogecoin exponentially without ever crossing the 1 penny mark. Remember, we did a whole 1 penny breakdown of Shiba Inu of different levels. If you invest $100, if you invest 1,000 or 10,000, you know what you would make if it went to 1 penny. So if y'all want to see that video, just scroll back through the channel. That video is here. We are the dog that boldly went where no dog has gone before. At the times with writing this, we are recognized around the world, potentially even by Elon Musk, and already are up thousands of percentage points. I actually think it was like up 49 million%. I'm not sure. Many have tried to follow our wagging tail, but the form and function of our project eclipses their hype. Now Shiba is the first cryptocurrency to be listed and incentivized on Shiba Swap, our very own decentralized exchange, immortalizing it in history forever. Please note that SHIB in VB's wallet at the time of this writing was his #1 highest value token, even exceeding the value of the Ethereum there. This is an incredible accomplishment, and we're just getting started. So when they sent that money over there, it eventually became worth more than the creator of what Ethereum had in his wallet of Ethereum. So that's a very big deal, and that just shows like a lot of strength behind it, if you ask me. SHIB stats as of 4/29/2021. So 124,000 holders, 2.5 million increase. I believe we had seen the highest was like a 49 million% increase, if I'm not mistaken. And this was back in April, so this was before the big explosion. SHIB incentives, double returns. So bury, stake your Shiba Inu tokens for Bone returns. So Bone, okay, we'll read this first. 3% of all Bone per block is distributed to the pool of XSHIB, which is the staked version of SHIB. XSHIB is powerful because its pool includes the 3% Bone per block reward allocation, but it also pools 0.3% of all ETH swap transaction fees, which occur on Shiba Swap. So basically, the Bone per block that is minted, it'll only be 250 million bones ever minted, but 3% of each one per block will go into this XSHIB pool. Also, 0.3% of transaction fees that are done with ETH will also go into that pool. So you will be able to receive a piece of that disbursement if you stake or bury your Shiba Inu coin. So this is basically, they're showing you in this direction. So Shiba Inu, if you take this action of burying it, it goes into the XSHIB pool. You get your share of the XSHIB pool. So what happens here is, this is how it works. The 3% Bone minted per block plus the 0.3% of all Ethereum transactions go into this pool, and 33% becomes available, and 66% of it is locked for 6 months. So this is basically the way, the disbursement goes, and this is what you're doing and what you get this direction. So the same thing. Now this is a different action. They're showing if you take it and you dig it. So if you dig your SHIB, which is basically providing liquidity to the liquidity pool. We'll go into that some more. So bones minted per block, you get a piece of that transaction. It goes into the SHIB ETH pool. You get returns of 33%, and 66% is locked. Shout out to Chris for subscribing to the channel. You get, so for digging it, you go into this pool and you get this share of the pool. So you get the SHIB ETH Shiba Swap liquidity par share of the pool. Remember that. Leash Dogecoin Killer. Leash is the second token in the Shiba Inu ecosystem. It was originally envisioned to be a rebase token tied to the price of Dogecoin. Later, it was decided that Leash would turn off the rebase function. The keys to allow rebase were burnt to ensure this, just meaning that nobody can access it again, and continue as a simple ERC20 token. Though simple, the fact that Leash's tokenomics are the polar opposite of SHIB make it even more intriguing. Pay attention. SHIB was made to have an enormous supply, 1 quadrillion tokens, with half locked away, whereas the supply of Leash is only 107,647 minted tokens, Think about that. Only 100,000 tokens. That's less tokens than even Bitcoin. Honestly, I believe we'll see this price go higher than Bitcoin one day. So y'all hearing this right now. Leash. Shout out to Mike or something like that. Shout out to, appreciate you for subscribing. But this will eventually go higher than Bitcoin, I'm assuming. So the low supply of tokens minted and the demand and reward for holding Leash and Leash ETH Shiba Swap liquidity par has led to, I thought that was like pair, but has led to meteoric rise similar to that of SHIB. It's quite possible it is just getting started. So 5,000 holders already. We can go to the chart real quick. Let's look at the chart. Just check out where Leash. Okay, so Shiba Inu is at 0.12345 So it dropped a little bit from where it was at yesterday. You see we down 6%. So let's check out Leash real quick. See what we can get. So Doge Killer Leash. So this should be over like I think 1,800 last time I seen it, somewhere around there. So it's up there at 2,000 now. So this is like basically to me being able to get Bitcoin back when it was like at around 2,000. But this I believe will be higher than Bitcoin. Now the purpose, a lot of people don't understand what's the purpose of Leash. Leash is basically the same thing as the Shiba Inu coin, except for Leash is a bigger coin. So basically, if you like, it's for institutions like banks and larger funds to transact in the Shiba Inu ecosystem. Because imagine if a company wanted to buy $1 billion worth, like let's say Elon Musk, you know how he spent $1 billion in Bitcoin from Tesla, if he, or however much he bought, if he would have did that with Shiba Inu tokens, he would have had, you know, a number of tokens that, you know, probably they couldn't even put the number inside of a wallet. But by the fact of them making the Leash token as a bigger token that costs $2,000, that still is a part of that Shiba Inu ecosystem, bigger investors now can have the opportunity to invest in that. Because now let's say you wanted to invest, you know, whatever amount of money, you can only, you know, buy a certain amount of these Leash tokens because there's only so many minted. And as people want to buy more, that will raise the price up higher and higher. So I believe Leash started off at like $600 if I'm not mistaken. Even lower than that, it's looking like. Okay, it's tripping. So it started, yeah, around $600-700 I see right here. So 700 I see here. So let's get through this. So Leash incentives, when Leash, so remember, each bearing these or staking these, each come with these extra, it's like basically interest on your token. It's similar to the Safe Moon Tokenomics, how you get the reflection back, but this one they're just hitting it in about like 5 or 6 more ways. And it's crazy because like they got ways you can triple it. It's crazy. And we finna get into that. Also, you'll see how to 10x your Bone token in this video. That's gonna be crazy. Now remember, Bone token is the voting token. So the people who have Bone will be able to vote on the future of Shiba Inu. So we'll get into that right here. So when staked, or after this, so when staked, it generates X Leash. X Leash holders are a part of the X Leash pool and will gain 0.5%. So 0.5% of all Bone per block. So they get 0.5% of the minted Bone per block goes into this pool. 33% becomes available. 60% is locked for 6 months. So Leash, you bury it, it goes to this pool, and you get your share of the X Leash pool. Moreover, to encourage Leash liquidity, liquidity just basically means it being able to be traded at that moment. The Leash Shiba Swap liquidity pair token puppy pool gathers 0.3% of all wrapped Bitcoin swap transactions and 0.3% of all USDC swap transactions. In this case, Leash Shiba Swap liquidity pool par token puppy pool triples staking returns. So in this case, Leash token puppy pool triple staking returns. So this is how. So if you dig your Leash by basically providing liquidity, you get the bones minted per block, which was that 0.5%. You get 0.3% of the transactions of WBTC plus 0.3% of the transactions of USDC. They go into this pool. 33% becomes available, 66% is locked for 6 months. So you get the least ETH Shiba Swap liquidity par share of the pool. So Bone is an extra special, only available on Shiba Swap. This is going to be crazy. Bone has 250 million tokens and is designed to fit perfectly between the previous tokens in regards to circulation supply. Moreover, the token is a governance token, which will allow the Shiba Army to vote on proposals for 2022, as well as which token pairs will be added on Shiba Swap. The more Bone you hold, the more weight your vote carries in these future endeavors. Come on now, y'all. This is going to be crazy. So they already telling you about 2022 plans. So we already thinking about the future, so we going to be here. And then they're saying the people who have the most Bone get the heaviest, or get, their votes weigh the most. That's going to be crazy. People are going to want to buy this up, because if you control, you could be above the API or below the API, which is, just basically saying you could be one of the ones that's making the rules, or you can be, the ones that got to abide by the rules. What you think people want to do? They are going to want to be a part of the team or the board that's making these rules. And why? Because they're investors. If you get to make the rules of what your investment does, that, kind of gives you an advantage. If you get to say so of what your investment should be doing, or what the ecosystem around your investment should be doing. Moreover, the token, Bone incentives. So get T-Bone when you bury Bone tokens. T-Bone entitles the holder part of a pool that gains 1% of all Bone per block. So burying it is basically you getting 1% minted per block. It goes into this pool. You get your share of this pool. Same thing here. 33% becomes available. 66% is locked for 6 months. So similar to Leash, Bone liquidity is encouraged on Shiba Swap by offering Bone Shiba Swap liquidity pair token. The Bone SSLP token pool gathers 0.3% of all DAI swap returns and 0.3% of all USDT swap returns. Finally, the Bone SSLP token puppy pool has the highest allocation points during our liquidity event and as it has the most risk. So the Bone token, basically, as you generate Bone from staking or burying your Shiba Inu tokens or your leash tokens, you'll generate or mint or mine, basically, you'll receive Bone token for that. Now, if you take that Bone token and turn and bury that, you get extra incentives. So think about what they're doing, y'all. This is like a way to be able to, it's crazy what they're doing. It's the ultimate version of making your money make money for you in different ways. It's like you literally, you getting your interest, and that interest, being able to go out and just do his own thing and create extra pools of interest. It's crazy, y'all. It's ridiculous. They're basically, just quadrupling the rewards or the benefits or bonuses you would get from standard staking benefits on other exchanges. Because if y'all don't know, some of these other exchanges allow you to basically park your crypto on their platform, which is providing liquidity. That's what digging is. That's what so digging is providing liquidity to the platform. Basically, liquidity is so that when somebody is ready to sell and somebody is ready to buy, they will always be able to make that transaction. They won't have to wait for an actual seller if someone wants to buy it, they won't have to wait for an actual seller to come and say, hey, I'll sell you this one. Or if somebody wants to sell it, they won't have to wait for an actual buyer to come and say, hey, I'll buy it from you. The liquidity pool is the pool where the money goes to and comes from when people make those transactions without someone having to be there to actually make the transaction for them. I hope that explains that. So similar to Leash, Bone liquidity. Okay, we went through that. So Bone, if you dig it, basically staking it. No. This is basically digging is basically farming. So bonus minted per block. Bones minted per block. So you get that bonus right there, the 0.5%. Plus you get that 0.3% of DAI transactions. Plus you get that 0.3% of USDT transactions. And and those are from the swap transactions. Now remember, a lot of this means, you know, when people want to swap their coins from one exchange to another one, they'll have to do it with certain tokens. So that's what they mean by the swap transaction fees. So that's where that money will be coming from. Shout out to Stench. It's a funny letter. We don't even got that letter in English, but let's see. Okay, so note, swap transactions are specifically for the token swap function. So they're specifically for that, just when you swap in the coins, which I believe they call it fetching on the actual Shiba Swap app, or wherever they're listed. I believe that's what it'll be called there. So Shiba Swap liquidity event. To get Shiba Swap off on the right paw, we are having a 2-week liquidity event. So basically an event to try to raise money. During these 2 weeks, you can bring your liquidity for selected pairs from Uniswap or SushiSwap. Pay attention to receive part of the bonus, the bone returns. Bone will mint at 10x the normal rate only during this 2-week event. That is going to be crazy. That is going to be crazy. We are going to, because of that, that's something in marketing we call a mega giveaway, a mega offer. That mega offer is going to make people flock to this exchange. Why? Because you're getting 10x on your bone token for 2 weeks. That is going to be crazy. That is going to be crazy. Because remember, the bone token is what people need to be able to have say so when it comes to time to vote. So I could see people holding on that and, you know, probably never sell it. This is going to be crazy, y'all. So if you have liquidity parked on another exchange, bring it to Shiba Swap for 1,000 bone per block, 900 after the bone development and reward allocation during the liquidity event. After the liquidity event, the block rewards will be reduced. So they'll break that down in the next part. The following list showcases the tokens available for deposit during the Shiba Swap liquidity event with the associated allocation pairing amount. So this is the glossary. So this is the Uniswap liquidity pool tokens, the Sushi Swap liquidity pool tokens, and then allocation pair. So this is the puppy pool, the big dog LP pools, the young pup pool, the swap LP pools, and the newborn pup pool. So we'll start here. So if you want to use, if you're using bone ETH pair, that'll cost you 1,500. You need 1,500 of them to basically have your own block. So with this one, you'll need 700 of the SHIB ETH pair. With this one, you'll need 500 of the Leash Ethereum pair. With this one, you'll need 300 of the ETH and Bitcoin pair. Now, these are just getting a little more expensive, I believe, as it goes up. So that's why they call it the big puppy pool, the big dog pool. This one is a young pup pool. So this one, you only need 100 of Link ETH. 100 of Link ETH on Sushi Swap, and this is Uniswap. Remember to pay attention to those. So on the DAI ETH pair, you'll need on Uniswap, you'll need 100, and also on Sushi 100 as well. So it looks like the prices is the same for both exchanges. 300, 350, 50, 50, 50. Okay, yeah. So they're all still the same for the same prices for Sushi and Uniswap. So newborn pup pools. So X Fund Ethereum, you'll need 50 of these. So SNX Ethereum, you'll need 50 of these. Meme Ethereum, you'll need 50. GRT Ethereum, you'll need 50. And Elon Ethereum, you'll need 50. So that's the breakdown of what you'll need to basically lock up one of these. I believe to lock up one of these blocks. So let's keep going. The GER list. So this is something that's very important right here that I like a lot. So we believe being part of Shiba Army should come with benefits. Benefits you receive. For this reason, we do not allow wallets from exchanges to receive any returns from Shiba Swap. This blacklist style features is exclusive to Shiba Swap because several of the top SHIB wallets are from exchange platforms. The GER list feature will ensure that holders on exchanges who want to access Shiba Swap returns won't have to worry that the exchange might try to stake with their tokens and then freeze withdrawals. So basically what happened with GameStop, or what happened with Robinhood with the GameStop situation. So we've already seen suspicious freezing taking place in centralized exchanges, Robinhood. So this secret feature being coded into our swap weeks ago seemed to be a good idea. Your wallet, your returns, and to the exchanges, the future of Shiba Swap, future development. To assure longevity of Shiba Swap in the Shiba Inu ecosystem, 5% of all BONE per block will be allocated to a multi-signature activated dev wallet. This wallet will then be split in half. So 50%, 6.2 million BONE Dog AM, which is developer, OG, admin, and marketing fund. This fund will be put towards the financial relief that our developers, admins, and marketing team need to make our ecosystem their full-time focus. We want these talented individuals to continue building on the solid foundation they gifted to us with their own time, money, and energy. So, it's only right they get some money, on the back end if they did all that work and getting it to what it is now. So developers, 4 million in BONE will be reserved for them. This allocation will allow each of the volunteer developers to be both compensated for their initial investment into the Shiba Swap and also offer salaries so they can work exclusively in the ecosystem for years to come. So OG admins will get 1.25 million reserved. The OGs are the veterans of the SHIB army, and they have all earned medals in fighting daily FUD. FUD is fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and fending off bot takeovers. This fund allows the dev team to have a trusted group of admins deployed across multiple channels to secure a safe space where Shiba fans build community without being bothered by FUD, scams, and other issues. Marketing, 1 million BONE will be reserved. So the Shiba Inu ecosystem is even more impressive when you consider that so far the entire effort has succeeded without spending a dollar on marketing. That's a very big thing y'all want to take into account. All this has happened without spending any money on marketing. That's crazy, y'all. So now they're actually building a method to be able to fund their marketing efforts, which is going to only take it through the roof. It's going to be crazy. So however, this BONE pile will allow the team to deploy international marketing strategies, such as commercials. I ain't never seen no crypto commercial yet, y'all. So that'll be one of the first. That will make SHIB the freshest mainstream cryptocurrency name, sharing the ranks with Bitcoin and Ethereum. 50%, the other half of Shiba Inu ecosystem will go to the development fund. This fund will be put towards the continued advancement of our Shiba Inu ecosystem. Soon after Shiba Swap has launched, it is up to us to keep that momentum going. This allocation will give us the rocket fuel we need to send this puppy up to the moon and beyond. This is going to be crazy, y'all. I'm telling you. This funding will also allow us to quickly expand on concepts from the top secret 2021 roof map with a real budget. Upon the completion of the roof map items, we will utilize the remaining funds to complete the projects confirmed by the community governance votes for 2022 and 2023. They already thinking about 2023, y'all. Come on. Just buckle in till 2023. You won't regret it. Trust me. This is not financial advice, though, so take it lightly. But I done seen this happen with different cryptocurrencies, stocks as well. So rough map. Our roadmap will remain top secret to ensure our continued advantage in this highly competitive space. But realizing a basic overview will allow our holders to understand the intentions of the core development team. Now, I like to see a good roadmap. I do. But I understand with what they're working on is top secret. You gotta, when something is fire, you can't be like when a top charting artist is recording his album, he can't just have the whole world in the studio with him or going live in the studio while he recording songs for the album. You might see a studio session or something like that afterwards on different documentaries or something, but you're not gonna see before the album drop them releasing top secret music. That wouldn't make sense. Somebody will steal it. So we will standardize Shiba Inu products and integrate them into the global marketplace for long-term success. So basically just making the crypto market easy to enter. The barrier to entry will be removed, basically trying to make this short. I did a lot of research into standardized crypto products yesterday. I might got a couple tabs up. 9 components of decentralized ERC20 token component. So yeah, I went into this yesterday. That part is not the most important, but this will look like launching our artist incubator and upcoming NFT project, releasing Shiba Swap. So that's what y'all want to know, some of these projects that they're releasing, and even potentially actualizing real world applications that move us beyond the digital space. That's going to be crazy to see what they got coming up with that. And I tried to kind of like, speculate on it a little bit, like how could they move us from the, bring us into the real world applications from beyond the digital space. So I'm like, are they going to create, Shiba exchanges, like actual brick and mortar locations, or some pet stores, or what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what they about to do, but this is it's exciting to be, a part of this, or just, aware of what's about to happen before it actually happens, because a lot of people will become rich off this, what I'm saying? So think of all those stories of people that got rich on Bitcoin, and they said, how they knew, or what made them want to get into it. This is how I know. This is what makes me want to get into Shiba Inu. So if what I'm saying, it's, hey, y'all, let's see. I believe a lot of y'all be coming back to this video in the future. Like, bro, you was right, man. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for helping me become a millionaire. But shout out to everybody for watching, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. This video a little long, but we got to break this down. I know a lot of people wouldn't take the time to get into this, so I really want to show y'all this, so y'all can know what y'all are investing in and feel confident about your investments. So Treat. Though our official roadmap remains tightly guarded, we are happy to reveal our next token will be Shiba Treat. Treat is another very special token, but the detailed tokenomics will be revealed after the liquidity event with an update to this document. So new token pairs. After the Shiba Inu liquidity event, we will spend the next few months adding new token pairs into Shiba Swap. It is our goal to onboard 500 plus pairs over the course of 2021 alone. Paired with our doggy DAO, decentralized autonomous organization, and bone governance token. So that's just, the organization that will be able to vote on what moves forward, what doesn't, or how will things operate in the future. We will have created a true decentralized ecosystem. So they're just saying, with all this combined, with all these different technologies, coins, exchanges, all put together, that creates a decentralized ecosystem. So Doggy DAO, our governance system, will be introduced by the team later this year. So this is just the name of like the government of it, like the government. So conclusion, the Shiba Inu, the Shiba community started with the seed of an idea. What could happen with no centralized team, no funding, and no direct leadership? Could decentralization actually work? Could we follow the perfect storm of digital currencies like Bitcoin or Doge, except perpetuate something that is fully community driven instead? Now, while I do stay around and make it my mission to defend the brand and protect the community from leeches and scammers, the volunteer team has done amazing work and built the future of meme coin finance through Shiba Swap. I believe Shiba Swap is going to be basically the internet of meme coins. So the other meme coins will be web pages. Shiba Swap will be the internet. If y'all understand what I'm saying, Shiba Swap will be the big dog. It's going to be crazy. I believe it'll be larger than Uniswap, Sushi Swap, any other swap coming out. I believe it's going to beat, because the hype is there. All the meme characteristics are there. The trendiness is there. We ran through the Google Trends chart. I showed y'all how to do that. Remember, if y'all don't know how to, I'll show y'all. Let's get through this real quick, and I'll show y'all how to catch those 1000x gains again. I like to show y'all that, in these videos, just in case there's somebody new watching that hasn't seen that yet. So, and I see a lot of people using my #1 indicator right now. So now, so this is the beginning of a new era for decentralized communities when the time is right, because good things can't be rushed. So be patient, y'all. Chill. You know what I'm saying? Give them a little time. Let them create something great. Shiba Swap will be the crucial point of contact between the decentralized world and global communities, allowing us to actualize our vision of widespread adoption of DeFi currency. Again, we would like to say thank you to each and every one of you. Without your participation, none of this would be possible. It's time for us to begin, Ryoshi. So that's the end of that. Just a little disclaimer at the end, letting you know that this is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence, and this document can be updated at any time. So that's that crazy wolf paper or white paper. That's what they really are called, the white paper that breaks down the full information about how the token will operate. So that's crazy. Now for the date, for y'all that's been waiting to this point to see the official date that I believe that it will roll out. Now we had one estimate with yesterday with the it was supposed to be an eclipse, but I looked up all the actually one of my subscribers also commented this to me, but I looked it up just to confirm it. One of the eclipse dates this year, we have 4 of them. So one was just yesterday, May 26th. Now, for y'all that don't know, the developer, Ryoshi, said he doesn't know when he'll release it, but he said he favors the eclipse. He highly favors the eclipse. He tried to say it like cryptic in a coded message. Shout out to Rajim. But he basically tried to say it in a cryptic message that, you know, something about the eclipse. So, we like Elon Musk, he's always dropping hints. So we'll try to look into it and see what he means. So we got 4 dates here. One was yesterday. He could have dropped it. June 10th is one day, the annual solar eclipse that he could drop it. November 19th, 2021 is the partial lunar eclipse that he could possibly drop it. December 4th, 2021 is the total solar eclipse, which is another day he could possibly drop it. So one of these 4 days, honestly, I believe they're waiting for the markets to kind of turn back around and, you know, start going green. And, you know, we in a mini correction right now. A lot of people are saying they think it's a bear market. I don't believe it's a bear market. You got to remember the entire altcoin or cryptocurrency market follows Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the OG to the crypto market. So when Bitcoin is breaking new all-time highs, it'll pull all these other coins with it. When Bitcoin is down 50%, it'll drag all the rest of them down with it. This is just a prime buying opportunity. Remember, I told y'all, if y'all walked into y'all favorite stores and seen things 50, 60, 70% off, you would be buying up everything. So look at it like that. Remember, this is not financial advice. If you are a part of the Sheeb Army and you appreciate these videos I'm dropping back to back, please hit the like button on this video. Let's get this video out there. Let's push it. Also, drop a comment if you got something else you want me to get to. We'll take a look at that if it's interesting. If it's not interesting, then I'm not going to look at it. But if you drop it and it got something interested in it, then we'll take a look at it. Don't forget to get your 3 free stocks from Robinhood in the description section. Also, man, it's almost $2,000 worth of free stocks in crypto in the description section if you get lucky enough to get that. So check that out. Remember, we got those interviews coming up. One of my students made 20K. That'll be coming very, very soon. 20K in one day. We got the $1,000 giveaway. Code word for this video is magnificent. And also, remember our book of the day, The Art of War by Sun Tzu. Fire. And don't forget, my book is available right now on Amazon. If you are serious about learning to invest, get the book right now. What are y'all waiting on? Shout out to everybody, man. We got over 100 orders, though. Over 100 orders, so y'all dope for that. And, you know, it's to the moon from here. But that's it for this video, man. I appreciate everybody for pulling up on me. Let me see. Make sure I ain't got nothing else, because it was a couple times where I forgot to add something in the videos. Okay, I guess that's it for this one. Hey, we'll be dropping another video today, so make sure y'all got notifications on so y'all catch that video. Remember, I did the millionaire breakdown for how much you needed to have in Shiba to become a Shiba Inu millionaire. Also, I did a poll on the channel of what video y'all wanted to see next. That video, we had over 200 and something votes, and this video was the highest requested, so that's why we did this one. So again, appreciate y'all for pulling up on me, man. That's it for this one. And also, just check out the course. Check out any of the information we got available. Don't forget to join the Facebook group, Private Stock Market Game. And that's it. We out.